This is the first time a wildcard region team beat a major region in a best-of-5 and eliminated them in a best-of-5. This is the first time that this is ostensibly, and I did my research on this, the biggest Turkish team victory in world's history. Fenerbahce defeated Hong Kong Attitude in the first game of play-ins in 2017. But this victory far eclipses that because this was an elimination situation and a best-of-5. There's only 2 teams from the TCL that have made groups in world's history, and SuperMassive are not quite there yet, but you will forgive their fans and the players if they celebrate this even for a few hours.
Oh, they should. Hats off to SuperMassive because this was not a choke. This was not Mad Lions playing under their level. This was their level at Worlds. They did not underperform of what they could do at Worlds in this meta. SuperMassive were just far better than Mad Lions, and they are the better team, and they deserve to move on. And just these players, they had what Mad Lions didn't. They had experience. They had veteran leadership in a best-of-5, a game 5. Silver scrapes are flying in their head. They could fall back on Kakao. When you're looking at your general, when you're looking at your jungler, when the jungler is so important in this day and age of League of Legends in this meta, Mad Lions were looking at Shadow, who is a rookie of a small champion pool, who's had a very woeful tournament and is obviously nervous. And then you have Kakao, who is always jovial, who's always laughing, who's been through the ringer. He's been to Korea, China. He's been everywhere and anywhere in League of Legends. I'm sure a lot of Western fans thought he was retired before they saw him in the SuperMassive jersey this split. So when it's game 5, you can look at Snowflyer, you can look at Kakao, you can even look at Zeitnot, and you say you can fall back on these veterans who know how it feels to be in these big moments where Mad Lions couldn't. And when I look at this SuperMassive team, they picked a lot of really simple, sometimes executable comps outside of their Vayne game. They picked Vayne. That was weird. Let's not talk about it. That was a really straight. Mad Lions had a lot of CC that could just not make Vayne be a playable character. So outside of that, but a lot of their drafts around Hecarim and Malphite, and they had these really executable go drafts where they knew where to press the go button. They pressed it, and in a team fight meta where getting that opening shot off, the first punch in, if it's a clean punch, you wipe the rest of the map. So I really like their drafts for the most part outside of that Vayne game. That was weird. They played better as a team. Kakao led beautifully, and I said this on Twitter. I said that I believe this last year when I interviewed him, but Armut's the real deal. Armut is the next big Turkish star. I like that he's on this Turkish team now. I think I want to see how far the SuperMassive team can go. It might go to the main event. It might go into some upsets in the main event if they get there. But I think our mood ceiling in the long run is outside of the TCL. I think he's a player who could go to the LCS and start. I think he could go to the LEC and start. I think he goes to the LEC tomorrow and he's one of the better top laners. That's how much I respect Armut. And I think talking to a lot of pros, they also see him as a star, like a Broken Blade or a closer who can go to one of these major regions and perform. So Armut is a stud. He was in the top lane, and outside of Impact, really no one got anything on him. And even Impact had trouble against Armut in some instances. He's an excellent player, and this team, SuperMassive, has the right balance of veteran leadership and youthful talent like Armut and Bululu, who all know their roles. They all have their own identity, and they know how to play as a team. And in this team fight-centric meta, where there's skirmishes all around the jungle, you're playing around Dragon Soul, and you have NA Rams, where it just becomes very wombo combo-y. This team knows how to wombo combo Arda. And Armut's Malphite took over the last game. So the SuperMassive team, just A-pluses across the board. They had a very strong day, and the Turkish fans, they deserve this one. They are one of the staunchest and most loyal fan bases in all of League of Legends, alongside Latin America and Brazil. And this is a big win for them. And it's going to be a very fun best of 5 tomorrow versus Unicorns of Love.